What's up, everybody? You see the focus of the video here. I'm going to share with you all my New York Comic Con Funko wish list. This is something that I've been doing for most of the major conventions now at this point. Before I get into my own list, though, I do want to talk about the NYCC Funko Pop Challenge, which was started by Droobz Vids and DK, the legendary collector. Now, I was actually tagged by one of these gentlemen, but I am not going to participate because the way I'm approaching this is kind of different from the challenge, so I really don't think it's fair to call this part of the challenge, but I still want to show them some support. So I am going to link their videos down in the description. Please make sure you check them out if you have not already done so. And then also the people that they tag for this challenge, check them out as well. You know, really support the community with this because a lot of people are getting involved with it. And like I said, I do want to show my support for it. And there is going to be a giveaway involved for an Alfred Hitchcock pop as well as some mystery minis, but Droobz Vids, he will give you all the details about that if you want to learn more about that information. But again, this is a pretty cool thing for the community, so please make sure that you show them all some support. Now, I am going to go ahead and get into my own focus here. First of all, I do want to kind of reflect here quickly, and I'll say as far as New York Comic Con is concerned, of course, it's not as big as San Diego Comic Con in terms of what Funko produces for it, but I do have a couple of the New York Comic Con pops in my collection. Actually, there's some that I've had previously that I don't have anymore, but I gotta say, I think the Killing Joke Joker is probably still my favorite that they've ever had from this convention, and I know that same, you know, is true for some other collectors as well. As a matter of fact, if you check out those challenge videos, you'll see that that is pretty true. And then also, I definitely am a big, you know, if I'm a Joker fan, then obviously I think it's clear that I am a Batman fan. And my story is very similar to the same story that DK, the legendary collector, told in his video. In fact, as I watched his video, I was like, I could be telling that same story word for word. A lot of people had that same experience. But, you know, just like him, I was able to finally get the black chrome Batman, and I'm very glad to have that pop in my collection. I think it is a very great looking pop, and it does kind of make up for missing out on the blue chrome Batman. So yeah, as far as the New York Comic Con is concerned, out of the ones I have in my collection, those are definitely the standouts. I don't know, they might even be the only two at this point. It's kind of hard to remember, actually, but yeah, I'm very happy with those. And now I do want to move on to what I'm interested in as far as this year is concerned. Now, starting off with my must-have pop, there isn't one. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and put this out there and make this clear up front. More and more, my attitude about collecting has been changing, and I think part of it comes from doing Funko News and just seeing a lot of comments where people are obviously stressing about not getting figures or possibly not getting figures. You know, like I said previously, I see a lot of people that give up before the figures even come out, and they say, I won't get this, I won't get that. There's just a lot of stress out there, and I mainly try to avoid stress. So I've had this saying that I've said for a long time on my channel, and I think it's more true now than it ever has been. And I just say this over and over to myself: can't have it all. You know, people that have been with my channel for a while, you've heard me say this plenty of times before. Can't have it all, and having that mentality helps to keep me calm, relaxed, and enjoying collecting. So I don't have to have it all. I don't stress over it, and I think that's the best way to be. So that's what works for me. So again, the things that I'm sharing, you know, that I'm going to share here in this video, I would really like to have them, you know, at least the majority of them, and I'll explain that more later on. But if I miss out on all of these, it's okay. You know, I'm okay with that. So obviously my most wanted pop is Notorious B.I.G. with Crown, and I say obviously, but again, that's for people that have been with the channel. I think they already know that is my most wanted NYCC exclusive. It is going to be with Toy Tokyo. That will be tough. I will say though, if Toy Tokyo does a bundle and I can grab that, I may go for that, because even the pops that I don't want, of course, you know, that'd be very easy to trade those. So I'm not going to stress over that. But yeah, even with Biggie, you know, I do want to point out here before I move on though, that you see the common version of Biggie there on the right, Biggie with the crown on. Now I do have this one pre-ordered, as well as the other new common figure, so I'm gonna have those two in my collection. So already I'm happy about that. You know, so that's part of the reason why I'm not stressing if I end up missing out on this Toy Tokyo exclusive, even though I do like it. I mean, it's not a major difference with it. He does have on a different colored jacket, which is a jacket that he actually wore. I mean, it does represent a jacket that he actually wore before, and he does have on the shades as well, which he would wear shades a lot. So I do like those details about the figure, but again, I'm not going to stress over it because I am getting those two commons, and I am very fortunate to have the original Notorious B.I.G. in my collection. Now, I don't have that metallic one. That one is crazy value at this point. I think it's literally worth thousands of dollars at this point. But I'm very happy to have the original Notorious B.I.G. in the suit in my collection. So I'm already blessed in that way. So again, as much as I would like the Toy Tokyo exclusive, if I don't get it, you know, I'll live. I'll be okay with that. Now, I'm going to get into the figures that I am very likely to add to my collection. And I'm saying very likely because I want you all to remember, I'm going to give you this piece of advice. Make sure that you're paying attention because there are a lot of other Funko figures that are about to drop. There are the Spider-Man related exclusives coming to Walgreens. There are the Target exclusives that are about to land on the 5th, you know, the day after these NYCC exclusives become available. So yeah, I'm just trying to point out that there's a lot of other figures going on. Also, the Jim Lee Joker figure that's exclusive with GameStop is supposed to drop on the 5th as well. So yeah, watch your money. You know, I know that a lot of people are excited about the con, but do think about the other figures that'll be out there as well that some of you may want to go ahead and pick up. So yeah, just kind of plan ahead money wise. But I'm very likely to get these because I do think I want these maybe over some of the other stuff that's coming out. So let me go ahead and run through these here. So first of all, the Flash and Superman Racing, which is going to be with GameStop and EB Games. I'm just a sucker for that. I mean, I've always liked the Flash as a character, and him racing against Superman I think is very cool. Of course, this harkens back to when they actually raced at the end of Justice League, although we didn't get to actually see the race, but it was still a fun moment within that movie, even though I know that movie had a lot of tone issues, kind of jumping all over the place, but that was a very cool scene to end on for the main movie. Of course, I know there was the after credit scene, but yeah, I really did enjoy that, so I could see picking that up. And then also here I have the first appearance Wonder Woman, which will be with Hot Topic, which should make this easy to pick up. I actually have more Wonder Woman in my collection than I ever thought I would have, but I mean, I like the character, and this is a very cool look of her first appearance. I hope that the paint apps turn out well on it. I kind of worry about that just because sometimes when especially superhero characters have certain lines on their sculpt, they're not always done well. So I'm really hoping that this Wonder Woman ends up with a good paint job, you know, good paint apps. And then next up here, the 5-star Harley Quinn pink and white figure. I mean, it's no surprise. I think for people know that I'm a big Harley Quinn fan. So I don't just grab up everything Harley Quinn related, but I do like the look of this. I like the 5-star figures in general, and I do have the pink and white Harley Quinn pop. So I'm looking forward to sitting that 5-star figure right next to that other figure. I am a fan of Rick and Morty. I'm kind of selective about the Rick and Morty pops that I pick up. I don't try to grab them all, but I do like the look of Gearhead here, especially the fact that, you know, his body is clear through and you can see the gears inside. I definitely do like that. So I'm looking forward to grabbing that, and that will be with Target. So really hope it's easy to pick up online because I don't even want to go in Target, just to be real. Hope that this goes online, and I also hope that the Grady Twins Rock Candy figures go online with Target as well, because that's something else I want to add to my collection. I do have the Pops. I don't have the Chase version of them, which is fine, but I do like Rock Candy figures in general, you know, with certain characters. So yeah, I think that they look pretty cool, and they're accurate too, because even though they're twins, I think one is just slightly taller than the other, and it looks like Funko actually got that detail down. So that's a great attention to detail there. And then this may surprise some people, but as far as Marvel is concerned, my main want is actually Ironheart, you know, Riri Williams' character. And that's mainly why I want it, because it does represent her. Now, I haven't read too many of her stories. I hope to read some collected editions eventually, and I'm really hoping that they will do a pop of her as well. But until then, you know, I will settle for the Droobz, and I'm not huge on Droobz figures. I haven't really been buying them much lately, but I do have some in my collection. And like I said, I like the characters. So for me, yeah, I'll go for the Riri Williams Droobz, or, you know, the Ironheart Droobz, which will be with FYE. Next up here, we're into maybe eventually. That means I don't need these right away, and I may or may not pick them up. So first of all, here, this vinyl 2-pack of, representing Coming to America characters, Akeem and Randy, both of whom were played by Eddie Murphy. I do like the look of this, but I just don't feel like I gotta rush out and get it, and I already said, there's other things coming out, so we'll see about that. But it does make me smile just to look at that, though, especially the figure there of Randy singing. That's pretty good there. And then with Carnage, with Tendrils, which will be with Hot Topic, they just put out 2 other variants of Carnage. So that one, I'm not in a rush to get that either. I mean, the head sculpt appears to be the same, at least as the FYE exclusive. So it's just the body sculpt that's really different. So I just don't know if that's really worth it right now. So I'm not in a rush on that. And then with Marvel Movie Moments here, they got Hulkbuster versus Hulk, which a lot of people have said it just looks like them about to fist bump, which I can kind of agree with that, because obviously with the Hulkbuster, there's no expression going on there. I mean, the Hulk does look like he's angry, but yeah, I feel like they could have conveyed action maybe better with that, and it doesn't seem like it's going to have a whole lot of detail going on. So I feel like I just got to see at least Funko. I'm pretty sure, they'll do some unboxing, so I'm really hoping to see what that looks like in a video. And if it looks impressive there, then I'll pick it up. But for right now, like I said, it's a maybe for me. And part of that also is because of the size of it and the price point as well, which I'm sure is probably going to run like $40 maybe, or $35, somewhere in that range. And then finally here, a long shot, and I think people know that this is a long shot. We have here the orange chrome Batman, which will be with Toy Tokyo. So not only is it something that's going to be highly sought after because the fact that it is a chrome Batman, but also it being with Toy Tokyo. Yeah, this is going to be tough to get, but I'm not giving up on it. I will try for it. Like I said, some people just keep giving up way too fast on things. I'm not going to give up on it yet. I will try for it, but if I miss out on it, it won't be the end of the world. I will live. I'll be all right with that. Can't have it all. Don't need it all. I'll move on. But yeah, that's going to do it for my list. I definitely want to hear from you all, what figures that you are looking forward to as far as NYCC is concerned. I know that some of you shared on Funko News, but, if you want to share here as well, I definitely look forward to checking that out down in the comments. Please remember to make sure to check out Droobz Vids and DK the Legendary Collector. Like I said, I'm going to have their videos linked down in the description of this video, so you can check out the NYCC challenge that they have going on. And like I said, check out the other collectors that are involved in that challenge as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it, and I will talk to you all again real soon.